Hello and welcome. Time to shine. 30 creative challenges coming up. What is the main force that pushes an aeroplane up into the air? Gravity. Lift. Drag. The correct answer is lift. Surprising trivia: lift is a force created by the wings that pushes the plane upwards against gravity. What is the name of the part of an aeroplane that provides forward thrust? The wings. The engines. The tail. The correct answer is the engines. Here's a nugget of wisdom. The engines produce thrust which pushes the aeroplane forward through the air. What is the name for the large flat surfaces on an aeroplane's tail? The wings. The rudder and elevator. The landing gear. The correct answer is the rudder and elevator. Here's a nugget of wisdom. The rudder and elevator on the tail help a pilot steer the plane. Which part of the aeroplane is used to slow it down for landing? The wings. The flaps and spoilers. The engines. The correct answer is the flaps and spoilers. Here's an interesting fact: flaps and spoilers on the wings are used to create drag and slow the plane down. What is the name for the person who flies an aeroplane? A pilot. A flight attendant. A mechanic. The correct answer is a pilot. Knowledge boost: a pilot is a person who operates the flight controls of an aircraft. What is the name of the control room where air traffic is managed? The cockpit. The control tower. The terminal. The correct answer is the control tower. Knowledge boost: air traffic controllers in the control tower direct aeroplanes on the ground and in the air. What do you call the main body of the aeroplane where people sit? The wings. The fuselage. The tail. The correct answer is the fuselage. Surprising trivia: the fuselage is the main body of the plane that holds the crew, passengers and cargo. What are the large bags that are checked in at the airport called? Carry-on luggage. Hand luggage. Checked luggage. The correct answer is checked luggage. Here's a nugget of wisdom: checked luggage is the larger baggage that is stored in the cargo hold of the plane. What is the name of the part of the airport where planes take off and land? The runway. The terminal. The hangar. The correct answer is the runway. Here's an interesting fact: the runway is a long strip of ground at an airport from which planes take off and land. What is a jet engine? An engine powered by propellers. An engine that sucks in air and pushes it out very fast. An engine that runs on electricity. The correct answer is an engine that sucks in air and pushes it out very fast. Here's something cool. Jet engines work by taking in air, compressing it, and pushing it out at high speed. What is the name for the place in an aeroplane where the pilots sit? The control tower. The cockpit. The terminal. The correct answer is the cockpit. Fun fact, the cockpit is the area at the front of the plane where the pilot and co-pilot sit. What is the force that pulls an aeroplane down towards the earth? Lift. Drag. Gravity. The correct answer is gravity. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Gravity is the pulling force that the aeroplane must overcome to fly. What is the name for the small bags that you can take with you onto the plane? Checked luggage. Hand luggage. Cargo. The correct answer is hand luggage. A quick fact for you, hand luggage is the small bag you keep with you inside the cabin of the plane. What does the term takeoff mean in aviation? When a plane lands. When a plane leaves the ground and starts flying. When a plane is waiting to fly. The correct answer is when a plane leaves the ground and starts flying. Impress your friends with this fact. Takeoff is the phase of flight in which an aircraft leaves the ground. What is a parachute used for? To help a plane fly faster. To help a person land safely from the air. To help a plane steer. The correct answer is to help a person land safely from the air. Let's learn something new. A parachute is a device used to slow the motion of an object through the air. What is the name of the person who helps passengers on the plane? A mechanic. A flight attendant. An air traffic controller. The correct answer is a flight attendant. Impress your friends with this fact. A flight attendant is a crew member who helps passengers and ensures their safety and comfort. What is the name for the windows on an aeroplane? Portals. Portholes. Glass. The correct answer is portholes. Impress your friends with this fact. The small windows on a plane are often called portholes. What is the name of the airport building where you check in and board your flight? The hangar. The terminal. The runway. The correct answer is the terminal. Here's an interesting fact. The terminal is the main building at an airport where passengers handle flight formalities. What is a propeller? A type of engine. A rotating blade that creates thrust. A type of wing. The correct answer is a rotating blade that creates thrust. Here's a nugget of wisdom. Propellers are rotating blades that push or pull an aeroplane through the air. Which of these is a famous company that makes aeroplanes? Apple, Boeing, Samsung. The correct answer is Boeing. Here's something cool. Boeing is one of the world's largest aerospace companies and a leading manufacturer of commercial jets. What is the name of the device that a pilot uses to control the direction of the aeroplane? A steering wheel, a yoke, a gear shift. The correct answer is a yoke. Knowledge boost. A yoke is a control device in an aeroplane that looks like a steering wheel. What is the name of the place where planes are parked for maintenance? The runway, the terminal, the hangar. The correct answer is the hangar. Impress your friends with this fact. A hangar is a large building with a roof and walls designed to house aircraft. What is a headwind? A wind blowing from the front of the plane. A wind blowing from behind the plane. A wind blowing from the side. The correct answer is a wind blowing from the front of the plane. Impress your friends with this fact. A headwind is a wind that is blowing directly against the direction of travel. What is the name for the system that helps a pilot land the plane safely in bad weather? The autopilot, the instrument landing system, the GPS. The correct answer is the instrument landing system. Surprising trivia, the Instrument Landing System (ILS) is a radio navigation system that provides guidance to planes. What is a turbulence? A smooth flight, a bumpy movement in the air, a fast flight. The correct answer is a bumpy movement in the air. Here's an interesting fact. Turbulence is a disturbance in the air that causes a plane to move around. What is the name of the piece of paper that gives you permission to board a flight? A passport, a boarding pass, a visa. The correct answer is a boarding pass. Surprising trivia, a boarding pass is a document provided by an airline to allow a passenger to board an aircraft. What is the name for the part of an airplane that holds the wheels? The landing gear, the fuselage, the wings. The correct answer is the landing gear. Fun fact, the landing gear is the undercarriage of an aircraft that supports it on the ground. What is the sound barrier? A loud noise, a physical barrier, the speed at which an object travels faster than the speed of sound. The correct answer is the speed at which an object travels faster than the speed of sound. Here's something cool: breaking the sound barrier creates a sonic boom. What does the term cabin pressure mean? The pressure inside the cabin. The pressure outside the cabin. The pressure of the air. The correct answer is the pressure inside the cabin. Here's something cool: cabin pressure is the pressure of the air inside the aeroplane, which is controlled to make passengers comfortable. What is the name of the flight path of an aeroplane? A route. A glide. A trajectory. The correct answer is a trajectory. Did you know? A trajectory is the curved path that an aeroplane follows through the air. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Stay tuned for more exciting content, and we'll catch you in the next one.